Harry could go to jail. Judge made statements about Harry court case after serious investigation. We'll be talking more about this in details, but I just want you to take a listen at this news so that you know exactly what is happening.
Prince Harry appeared in a London courtroom this morning. He's trying to get his British security detail restored after losing his government-funded protection more than 5 years ago when he stepped down as a working member of the royal family. NBC's Raf Sanchez has been following these developments from London. He joins us now. Hi, Raf. Good morning.
Savannah, good morning. This is a rare trip back to the UK for Prince Harry, and he's here to continue his legal battle against the British government's decision to scale back his police protection. The background here is that when Harry and Meghan announced in 2020 they were stepping down as full-time working royals and they were leaving the UK, the government decided they no longer needed the same level of security. Harry is arguing that he still faces major threats, including from al-Qaeda, and he says his family actually doesn't feel safe in the UK without police bodyguards. He has offered to pay for those bodyguards himself. Officials here say that that isn't appropriate. Now, the prince lost a previous court case on this issue. Today, he's appealing. We're expecting a 2-day hearing, parts of which may be closed to the public, as judges hear classified intelligence about threats to Harry and his family.
Okay, I don't know how Harry can justify all of this nonsense, because this is the same guy who goes to countries like Colombia, Nigeria, where security is much worse, but doesn't have any problem traveling those places. But when it comes to UK, oh no, Taliban, they are up to us and they're going to kill us and they're going to do this, do that. This is all complete rubbish and nonsense. So what is happening right now? In a stunning turn of events that has shocked the British public and royal watchers worldwide, a senior judge has issued damning remarks regarding Prince Harry's conduct in an ongoing legal investigation. Statements so serious that experts now warn he will go to jail. But behind the headlines and courtroom drama lies a deeper controversy. And I'm reading actually from an article that was published regarding this topic of Harry, how he is conducting himself inside the courtroom and how the judge is reacting to it. To the divisive presence of Meghan Markle, whose influence some legal analysts argue has steered Harry into one of the most troubling chapters of his life. According to confirmed legal sources, the judge overseeing the case referenced deliberate deception, abuse of privilege, and compromised integrity in relation to Prince Harry's testimony and evidence submission, the probe, which began as an inquiry into unlawful media practices, has reportedly revealed that Harry may have withheld critical information and violated terms of confidentiality, serious infractions that now carry potential criminal charges. But this is also what is coming on the news. But what has led the one admired royal to this point, analysts insider point squarely to Meghan Markle and how she is behaving, how she is helping Harry getting things worse for himself and also for Meghan Markle, for the family. So Meghan Markle really is the one doing all the scripting and running the show. And this is where the problem is really right now. So they violate terms of confidentiality, serious infractions that now carry potential criminal charges. But what has led the once admired royal to this point, analysts and insiders point squarely at Meghan Markle's growing hold over Harry's life decisions and public persona. From the moment the couple stepped away from royal duties in 2020, critics have claimed that Meghan has systematically isolated Harry from his family, encouraged lawsuits against the British press, and pushed for aggressive legal strategies that some now say have backfired. In particular, court documents reveal that Meghan played a direct role in encouraging Harry to pursue a legal war against several UK media outlets despite advisors warning of legal risk. Now, Meghan Markle recently she spoke about Harry's case and she said, I told him to stop. But we know she lies. She doesn't want Harry to stop. If they get the IPP status, the security that she so desires, again, you can guess what will happen next. Now, nobody will be able to even sue them for the lies, for the deception, and the scam they're running. If you have IPP status, nobody will be able to sue them according to some sources. Other sources say it will be almost impossible, or at least very, very difficult to bring any legal cases against them. Therefore, Meghan Markle knows, guys, that this is something a do or die situation. But Harry is the arrogant person. Take a listen what Lady C is saying.
Harry, my dear, is the archetype of hypocrisy. I mean, the whole thing's ludicrous. You know, as an heir to the throne, the newspapers had an absolute duty to report upon the fact that somebody who was at the time, if I'm not mistaken, number 3 or number 4, I think it was number 3, in line to the throne, and therefore had a credible chance in case of tragedy of becoming king, was a pothead. And of course, it's an absolute duty of the newspapers to report upon this. You know, Harry is totally delusional. Unfortunately, unlike like many young people who start smoking when they are very young, you know, the brain doesn't stop developing till you're 25, so it affects the connections in the brain, and it also it actually arrests your emotional development. So we are actually dealing with a 13-year-old pothead who doesn't seem to understand that it was the duty of the newspapers to report upon something that was in the public interest. Do we want a druggy king? The answer is no.
And now, of course, he denies that he has any problems with...
So again, Lady C is lashing out at Harry one more time, calling him a pothead, and that is so true. Unfortunately, he has become such a miserable person. Now, one senior aide under condition of anonymity told legal observers that Meghan was insistent they had to fight back even if it meant burning bridges and stretching the truth. Meghan's insistent attitude, sources influenced Harry's questionable testimony and choices that are now under judicial scrutiny. Financial disclosures presented during the investigation indicate that Meghan Markle may have had access to legal briefings and strategic decisions even when she was not officially listed as part of the legal team. Critics argue that this level of involvement from a non-royal family member is unprecedented and deeply inappropriate, especially when we talk about especially considering the stakes of the case and the constitutional sensitivities. We have also heard from Angela Levine about how Harry is being doomed by Meghan's behavior and her decisions. Subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.